The Buccaneers ran a trick play with Leonard Fournette taking the direct snap. He threw a pass to Tom Brady, split out wide. Wow, Brady slipped while running the route, though. The pass intercepted by the Seahawks. Shannon, who deserves the most blame for this fiasco?
When I saw this play, I said, WTF. Byron Leftwich called him bull jive. Come on, Skip. First of all, Tom Brady's 45. How high do you think? Let's just take Tom Brady coming out of the combine. They say Tom Brady's vert measured 24 and a half. 24 and a half, 24.5. That's when he was 22. What the hell you think Tom Brady vert is now after the knee brace, after knee surgeries, and 45 years of age? They're throwing this ball against Tariq Woolen, who's 6'4", one of the tallest cornerbacks in the NFL, who had a 42-inch vertical. And Tom Brady gonna have a nerve to tweet talking about, if I didn't slip, that's Randy over the top. He must be talking about Randy Orton off the top rope because that's how he fell. It's like he fell, like he jumped up the top rope. You know good well that man will go catch the ball. We already saw him in the Super Bowl. Drop one. Hit it right in the hand.
Didn't hit him right in the hand. Straight over his head. It was a hard catch.
Receivers catch those all the time.
Well, he's not a receiver.
There it is. That's why he should have had his butt down the field. There you go. I've been waiting for you to say that. No further questions, Your Honor.
Really? That's all you got?
That's what I wanted you to say. He's not a receiver.
Okay. First of all, we have to see the first Wildcat play, the first time that Leonard Fournette was lined up by himself taking a direct snap in the backfield, and it happened about exactly 5 plays before the play in question. If we could see the one 5 plays before, please. Here we go. This is the first one. Is anybody there? Is anybody there? No. Tariq Woolen just says, no, I'm not even going to cover him. So he trots to the 50, and he is wide open. There's nobody within 20 yards of him.
There's a reason.
20 yards. So if you thought you would get that look the first time you set up in this formation, then the play to do is to throw it on the first one.
Right.
And you should practice the fact that they're not going to cover him. They're not even going to honor him with a remotely in his ballpark DB.
Right.
So I do believe that Leonard Fournette is capable of catching the snap and taking one step and just lobbing a ball across the field, only halfway across the field to Tom Brady. He was drafted by the Montreal Expos when they were the Expos were in Montreal to play catcher. So I think he's athletic enough that he could catch a ball if you just sort of threw it in his vicinity, and he could just stand still with flat-footed and catch the ball. And he could probably run with it, 10, 15, 20 yards before he got knocked out of bounds.
I feel very comfortable in saying this. Tom Brady might be the least athletic quarterback to ever play the position. Although he's the GOAT quarterback, he's the least athletic.
You know what? He has some of the greatest pocket feet I have ever seen, and I study pocket feet. I study it. He is a ballet dancer, and it takes some athletic ability to have that kind of foot movement. It just does.
But there's something to be said with hand-eye coordination, catching the ball down the field.
Have you seen him swing a baseball bat left-handed? It's pretty special. It looks like it's a home run stroke.
We used to throw footballs to John. John Elway has caught touchdowns on the halfback pass. They never ran that play.
He was a high baseball draft pick. He could have played for the Yankees.
But they never ran that play for Dan Marino. They never ran those plays for Joe Montana. There are certain guys you understand what he is, who he is. Just because you're great at one thing doesn't mean you're going to be great at something else.
Okay, so now we get to the play in question 5 plays later, and they're thinking, okay, well, maybe now we could do this. And Brady said after the game, they're all screaming from the sidelines, cover him, cover him. And Tariq Woolen's thinking, okay, he's a rookie. So he's like, okay, I guess I better go out there and cover him. Well, by then, you're dead. Because, and then Leonard Fournette rolls to his right and stops and throws it completely back across the field. And to your point, Tariq Woolen is 6 feet 4 inches tall. Well, it's deadly covered. It's like no hope covered. And by the way, Brady does slip down, but I don't know if you watch closely, but everybody was slipping all over the field. Receivers and running backs were slipping everywhere. I don't know what kind of turf it was. Obviously, they played their football on soccer.
Skip, that probably was new sod. And so probably what they should have had was 7-stud cleats.
Yep.
Everybody likes to wear those molded bottoms now because they light and
you know,
look
it's
good.
highly possible that everybody was changing cleats except for Brady because he didn't need to change cleats because he's not going to be running up and down the field. And all of a sudden he finds himself running out for a pass, right?
The best thing to happen was him not. Skip, you remember they tried to run that play to Patrick Mahomes, and Patrick Mahomes got hurt. They threw it what he got hurt.
Okay.
And you're like, Andy, what are you doing? Patrick Mahomes throws the football. Tom Brady throws the football. And let's just leave it at that.
Okay. So then Brady goes down, and Woolen is falling across him, and Brady's thinking, well, I got to touch him down because he saw Justin Fields a week ago. Was it against Dallas?
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Because Dallas come off its bye, and Justin hopped over Micah Parsons, right, and didn't touch him down.
Right.
So Brady's thinking, well, I got to touch him down, so I'll just do it with my feet so I don't risk trying to tackle him with my hands. And then he gets called for tripping. And I don't know, is it really tripping?
He was already stumbling over his leg. He's already stumbling.
He was already going down. I don't know, do you really want to do insult to injury? And they do. They say, yeah, you're tripping.
Brady had zero chance. I don't think a guy with a 24-inch vert is going to sky over a guy.
No.
Randy was able to do that because Randy was 6'4" and had a 40-plus inch vert. So, yeah, he mossed guy.
Okay.
Brady ain't mossing anybody, Skip.
Okay. So my biggest problem with the play is it's 6:34 to go in the third quarter, and it's 14-3, but it's only 14-3, and all of a sudden you give him the ball back.
Skip, you're moving the ball.
I don't know. You're moving it up and down the field. Like, what are you doing? And that's when Devin White kind of saved the day because Geno had it all the way down 2nd and goal at the 9 going in, and Devin White stripped him.
Yeah.
Devin White had a huge game.
He had an unbelievable game yesterday. Yeah, you know good and well, like you said, the first time they run it, but Skip, the thing is that when you're running the play, you're not anticipating that he's going to be that wide open. So you're not saying, hey, now that's what they tell the quarterback, hey, take a peek over there. If he's open, just raise up and throw him the ball.
Yeah.
You're not telling Leonard Fournette, if Tom Brady's uncovered, take a peek, and if he's open, throw him the football.
Yeah, and Lenny runs it for like 2 yards, and it was like, ho-hum. Well, to your point, you're moving up and down the field. You're about to go up 21-3.
Yeah.
You're running the ball and throwing the ball, and it's a nice mix that you got going. Why would you even think about doing this? Your point is what?
And the thing is, see what happens, slip. Non-contact on a field like that. You see, now, what's going to happen if something unforeseen, glad it didn't happen, Brady tweaks a knee, doing some bull job like that?
Could happen. It could happen. It's not worth
it. And the Glazers might fire everybody. Everybody on the offensive staff might get fired.
They just might.
But,
I don't know what the point. Do you want to introduce it so somebody has to actually game plan for it?
I would see. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, you don't like the 3 or 4 yard line. You want to something creepy.
Sure.
You know, you plant. You know,
I
you throw him the ball, and then Brady all of a sudden pretend like he's, and then takes off. Not that far down the field.
Like I get it. If you want to give Leonard Fournette a head of steam on 4th and goal from the 1, I got it. Just snap it right to him. But I don't know what the method to the madness is here. And then to your point, in the end, Leftwich calls it again only because he thinks, I'm going to get a touchdown pass to Tom Brady. Well, the game's still hanging in the balance against a really dangerous hot team.
I think Tom probably looked at that. They didn't cover me. If we call it again, it might be open.
Maybe.
Because that's what, I mean, it's just like any other place, Skip. You know, we go up, hey, John, I was wide open on that one. Okay, we're going to call it again, same. And if you don't, hey, get open, I'm going to throw it to you.
I'm sure he did go to Byron and say, hey, I mean, I can catch it and stand flat-footed and catch it and run with it. Maybe, I don't know how far he could go.
Well, he wouldn't have had to go that far. The other one, I don't care. Woolen would have ran him down. On the first one, he definitely would have ran him down, Skip.
Yeah. On the one where he's wide open.
Yeah, the one he's wide open. Woolen would have ran him down, Skip.
Could you have made 20 yards on the play? Maybe.
I hope he could have made 20 yards because he's already 10 yards down the field. I hope he can get another 10.
I think he actually runs better now than he did when he was 22. Seriously.
I was having my doubts who was faster, him or Matt Ryan. But after seeing Matt Ryan take off against the Raiders yesterday, I think Matt Ryan might outrun Tom.
Maybe, but he's a lot younger, right?
I think he might get it, Skip. But Skip, now you know how slow Matt Ryan is.
Yeah.
But I think he might get Tom at a 40.
Maybe.
That's what he need to have to the Pro Bowl.
I'd pay to watch that.
Bring Tom Brady and Matt Ryan in a 40.
Okay. I'd watch it, wouldn't you?
I would.
You would.
I would.
For sure.
But he looks so let's give me the man slipped.
He's just the GOAT of your sport. He's the greatest football player ever.
He's the greatest quarterback.
Greatest football player
He's
ever.
not, Skip. You know good well. Do you actually think he was going to catch that ball? Let's just say
Not that ball.
If he stands up, if he doesn't slip, you think he's going to catch that ball over Woolen?
No, but if he's all alone, I believe he could catch the ball and walk with it.
He was all alone in the Super Bowl.
That went straight over his head. It was a hard catch. It'd be a hard catch for Shannon.
No, it would.
Yes, it would.
That's what receivers do.
We
catch
got to
the
leave
ball.
this one here, guys. We're done with this one now. Up next for the Bucks,
wasn't close
they go
to
up to
catching the ball.
Cleveland, and then the Saints come to Tampa. All right, Skip, does your Cowboys schedule just get harder and harder from here on out? We'll dive into that one up next.